The grammar of mixed conditional.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, please?
The grammar of mixed conditional.
Yeah, the structures. Check the time of the condition. If it's in the present, you need the simple past. But if the condition is in the past, then you need the past perfect. So all we gotta do is check the condition. So that's the condition. Mary doesn't know how to play badminton. Is it in the simple present or in the simple past?
Simple present.
Simple present. So what do I need for my conditional?
Mary didn't know.
Simple past.
Simple past. If Mary
knew how to play badminton.
If Mary knew how to play badminton, comma, continue,
We will invite her to play with us.
it's incomplete. Check the result. When is the
We
result?
We would have
We would have
invited her to play with us.
there. Very good. Now let's go for number 2. Once again, we need to check the condition. We don't have access to company's network. Is that in the present or the past?
Present.
Present. So what do I need for my condition?
Past.
If
We had.
If we had. Continue.
Had access to company's network.
Comma. Continue.
We could have entered the data yesterday.
You could have entered the data yesterday. Very good. That is correct. Next, number 3.
If I have spent.
Again. If I remember.
If I hadn't spent.
I have spent.
If I hadn't spent too much on holiday. I hadn't spent too much on holiday. And I'm looking now. I wouldn't be, let's see. I wouldn't be broke now. Oh, sorry.
Perfect. I wouldn't be.
Mhm.
That is correct. Perfect. Next, guys.
Mhm.
Number 4. If
If I didn't have if I didn't have so much to do today, I couldn't, I could have there. I could have, I could have there.
There.
To spend the whole night. What does there mean? It's like
to take the initiative, to go ahead and do it, to be bold.
okay. Okay, thank you, teacher.
I could have there.
I could have there to spend the whole night at the party.
I'm gonna lower that. Perfect. There you go. Number 5, please.
I'm ready to make some now after 2 weeks of study.
Now, this is a tricky one because once again, what you need to do is always check what is the condition and what is the result. So in sentence number 5, what's the condition? Let's mark the condition with red and let's mark the result with blue. So tell me, please, what's the condition and what's the result?
The result, I'm ready for my exam now.
I'm ready for my exam now. That's the result. What is the condition?
Condition
After 2 weeks of study.
After 2 weeks of study. Now you can go ahead and do it. If
I didn't study for I don't know, for if I didn't study after 2 weeks.
Yes, after 2 weeks. Is this in the present or the past?
That's the present, but we have to move to the past, right?
That's in the present? Are you sure?
Past.
The 2 weeks of study.
They say after.
After 2 weeks.
So it's about the past.
Studied.
So if I hadn't studied for after 2 weeks, if I hadn't studied after 2 weeks, I wouldn't.
And studied.
I wouldn't.
For 2 weeks.
Ready. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Comma.
For 2 weeks. I wouldn't be ready.
I wouldn't be ready.
Uh-huh. I wouldn't be ready.
Ready, continue.
Be ready for my exam now.
Perfect.
Give me a second, teacher, because I'm gonna take a screenshot. I need to tell you that.
Let me erase the arrows and you can
Okay.
take your screenshot.
Yeah.
Right there. Go ahead. Or
Yes. Thank you, teacher.
don't worry. Now remember, we can switch all of these sentences. Here we have the situation or the condition with if, and we have the result with blue. So I can do the sentences in the same meaning, but in separate order. For example, I can say, we would have invited Mary if
If she or we
we
would
have
have
invited Mary
invited her to play with us if
to
Mary
play with us, yes.
Mary know how to play badminton.
Ah. To play with us. Oh my gosh. I was trying to save time, but I guess I didn't. If she knew
How to play badminton.
how to play badminton, yes. So this her becomes a pronoun she. There. And that is the same meaning, but now no comma. The object pronoun is transformed into an object, a subject pronoun, and the comma is not needed. Are there any questions, guys?
No.
No? Okay. So very quickly, once again, I have a very small situation right here. If we had the key, we'd go in, or if we had picked up the key, we would have gone in. So when is this? In what time, in what moment did this occur?
In past?
In the past?
No.
Teacher, can you repeat the question?
Yes, in what moment did this happen?
It's now, but it's imaginary, right?
It's now, it's a present result that can happen today because we don't have key. What about the other one? If we had picked up the key, we would have gone in. In what moment did this happen?
It's about the past.
It's a past result that didn't happen because we didn't have the key.
Exactly.
Yes? But what about when we mix them? What is this? This is a past situation and
imaginary
a present result.
Okay.
So in what moment did this happen? Well, this is a result that can't happen today because we didn't pick up the key yesterday, so we can't go in the house today.
Give me a second, teacher. I'm going to take another screenshot. Thank you.
All right, the next one. What about the other way? If we had the key, we would have gone in. So now we have a present situation with the past result. So in what moment did this happen? Well, this is a result that didn't happen because we don't have the key now or ever. So we couldn't go in the house yesterday. There you go. All right, next, we have mixed conditionals. We have past condition with a present result. Okay, this is what I have. Past condition with a present result. And we can have this the other way around. We can have instead of the past, not the past, instead of that, we have a present condition with a past result. Now, this is a timeline, the present, and what time tense is this?
Simple past.
What?
Simple past.
Simple past. What about a time before that simple past? What time would this be?
Past perfect.
Past perfect, there you go. So when we have a normal situation, real situation, we can have the simple past and the simple present. What about the imaginary situations? That didn't happen because something different happened instead. When it's about the simple past, the condition is in past perfect and the result is in past perfect model. Would, could, might, have. And in the simple present, the condition is in simple past and the result is would plus simple form. Verb, of course. An example. I didn't study English in high school, so now I take this course. So what do we have? The situation is
in past.
In the past. And the result?
In present.
In the present. So how do we say our conditional sentence?
If I had studied English in high school, now, so now I would, exactly the opposite. If I had studied English high school, I wouldn't take.
And we can change the position of the clauses. I wouldn't take this course now if I had studied English in high school. All right, guys. And now we have the other exercise. The repairman didn't repair my laptop yesterday, so I can't use it now. So how would our conditional go? Let's find our situation. What's our situation? We have two clauses. So let's separate the clauses. So the repairman didn't repair my laptop yesterday. Right there is one. I can't use it now is the other one. So what is the situation and what is the result?
The situation is the repairman didn't prepare the laptop.
Okay, and my conditional, if
If the no, the repairman had I repaired my laptop yesterday, comma,
comma,
I could use it now.
very good. That's correct. Now let's go for number 7, please. If this is another tricky one. Why? Once again, we have to find our clauses. What's the first one? What's the situation and what's the result?
I think you is one.
I think you, yeah. And the other one?
Should have bought the other dress.
You should have bought the other dress. There. Now, this one might be a little difficult for you, but tell me, what is your opinion?
If I were you,
I was about to say that. If I
If
were
I
you,
were you,
I would have both.
comma,
if I were you, comma, continue.
I shouldn't.
I would have both the other dress.
Perfect. That's right. Are there any questions?
No.
No, okay, number 8.
Teacher, sorry.
Yes, yes.
Can I disconnect from the meeting for the master class, please?
You what?
Can I disconnect from the meeting for the master class?
Sure, it's okay.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry.
It's okay, mister. Next, guys.
So, if I hadn't refused to go to the cinema, if what's the result?
If
The
it
result
was
is I refused.
really hot today, if it hadn't been,
If
no,
if it weren't,
if it wasn't,
It
wasn't really sure.
Continue.
Comma. I wouldn't. I wouldn't refuse.
What? Check your result. What time is the result? What time it
Refuse.
is?
Pass.
Might.
Wouldn't have.
There. All right, number 9.
If we
We hadn't canceled.
Continue.
Our holiday.
Yes.
We wouldn't. We wouldn't.
We will have, we
Have.
will,
We would have. What time is your
be
result?
having, we will be having fun at the beach.
Very good. Thank you. That's correct. Now the last one. Number 10.
If she could speak Russian fluently, if she could speak Russian fluently, the meetings would have the meeting would have taken place. The will have taken place.
Meeting.
meeting
The meeting would
will have
taken place.
There you go. That is correct.
Okay.
Are there any questions?
We need to practice a little.
Yeah,
I
you
have
need
to
to
practice so
practice.
much more.
All right, can I erase everything?
Yes, I already taken my screenshots. Thank you.
Oh, what did I do? All right, now here we have this. Imagining situations. What would you do if you see or you saw?
Oh.
If you saw. Yeah, not C. Number 2, the family might not have become or became.
Have become.
Number 3, if Anna didn't see or hadn't seen.
Hadn't seen.
So here where we have our conditional statements and questions. And we have the present, the past, and mixed. We have mixed present and past conditionals. So now you have this exercise in your book. Did you finish it?
Yes.
Okay. Diana, you finished it. Eduardo, did you finish it?
No.
No. What about you, Leslie?
No, I don't have the board.
Nobody has done it? Okay, go ahead and do it in your books, please. Let's have 4 minutes to do this, okay? Go ahead, please, on your books, in your books. Okay, guys, time's up. Are you finished?
Not yet, teacher. I'm just in the second one.
In the second one, number 2, what about the rest of you guys? Diana, Eduardo, Leslie, Liliana, are you on the second one as well?
I am in the third B.
In the third one? Okay. Thank you. You can continue. Okay.
B2.
Yeah, you're finished? Perfect. So what you're going to do is you're going to compare answers in groups. So let's go in groups so you guys can compare your answers with your classmates. Okay, there you go. Go to your rooms, please, so you can compare your answers, please. There, all right, guys. So please go ahead and complete the exercise, please. Okay, how am I going to do this?
Okay, let's try. I'm not pretty sure I'm right, but I'm gonna try. So do you think if Hannah
Hold on, Maricarmen. So you can do that one, the red one. And Eduardo, go ahead and do the blue one, please. Diana, the green one. And Liliana, the pink one, please. All right, go ahead, please.
Okay, teacher.
Me, the number 2, teacher?
Yes, number 2.
Okay.
Diana, number 3, Diana, please.
Yes, teacher.
All right, one more.
Yes.
There, okay. Now let's check. Okay, I have number 1. Would someone have had the idea to sell their home, do you think? If Hannah hadn't seen perfect that expensive car of the day, maybe not. If the car hadn't stopped in front of them, she wouldn't have, is incorrect to do something, but maybe she would do. It's incorrect. Let's go for number 2. If you had been, this is okay, in the car with Hannah that day, how would you have reacted? Perfect. You mean if I had seen the homeless man too, I wouldn't have done anything. There you go, that's correct. Next, number 3. If you had been Hannah, it's okay. How would you have feel? That's incorrect. I would be is incorrect. Upset if I hadn't have to, it's incorrect. But I guess I would agree is incorrect. Number 4, what would you have done? Okay, so we have two good answers. This is good. This is wrong. If someone asked, yes. It depends. Maybe I'd give them a few coins if I had changed. There. Now let's need to correct the wrong ones. What's wrong with this guy? Can you tell?
Maybe that it wouldn't.
Might,
Nope.
Might
not.
Might.
Why not?
Might not have decided to do something, but maybe she would.
Went?
Went? What do you mean went?
No. No, wait.
Have done.
Have done. Something later. There. Next, number 4. How would you have feel? Is this correct? Would you have feel?
Felt.
How would you have felt?
Teacher,
Yes, mister.
the number 3 letter A is not if you were had it.
If you were is also correct. So they are both correct, mister. Okay. So how would you have felt when the house was sold? I would be really upset? No.
I would have been.
I would have been.
I would have been. I would have been really upset if I hadn't have.
If I had to move.
If I had to move.
If I had to move? Nope.
I would have been very upset if I had
If I had to move.
Is that correct? Is that better?
I would have been very upset if I had
Yes.
Okay, and the next one. But I guess I would agree.
I would agree to this, but I guess.
What? I
If I had to miss this, I would have agreed.
would have agreed to it. And the last one, number 4.
What would you
What?
do?
What would you do? Simple as that. If someone asks you for money on the street, there. Do you have any questions? Hello?
Need some practice.
Yeah, needs a little bit more. But is it a little better?
Yes.
Okay, now let me cover this up. Go. Next. There, guys. So what you're going to do is ask and answer the questions with your classmates. There. Okay. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to take a screenshot of this and share it with you on the WhatsApp group. So you guys can go on breakout sessions. There, please go ahead, go to your rooms. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Did you finish all the questions? I hope you did. So let's go for the last one. Listening and speaking, what would you give away? Listen to 3 people talk about ways to help others. Number the summaries of what they say, 1 to 3. Then listen again and complete the sentences for each person. So first, number 1 to 3.
1. So, what would you sell, if you wanted to give money to charity like the Salwin family?
Well, let's see. If I really wanted to make an effort and, spend less, one thing I would do, is I would definitely cut back on gas. It costs me a fortune every month just to buy gas. So, yeah, it'd be easy if I rode my bike to get places. So, yeah.
And who would you give the money to?
Let's see. Probably to a children's charity. Something to do with kids.
2. So, what would be like the easiest thing to cut back on or give up?
It's terrible how much food I buy in a week and then throw out because I don't have time to cook it, or I'm not paying attention to what I'm buying, and it looks good at the time and then it just gets thrown out later. And that kind of waste makes me really angry. So that would probably be the easiest thing for me to get on top of. If I bought less food. Save that money and give it away, to local schools or something. They always need supplies.
3.
So, what would be the best way to help the homeless, do you think?
Well, actually, I have discussed with people in the past how, giving money is fine, but sometimes it feels like, actually helping is better. So, when I've, volunteered, that feels like doing something real, and it feels much better than, giving $5 to somebody. So, helping out serving food in a food kitchen for the homeless or something like that. And it'd be totally possible to do that if I just organized my schedule.
There, guys. Liliana, Leslie, Dorado, Diana, and Mari Carmen is not here. Okay. So what do you think, guys? What's number 1?
Use the card list.
That's
Use
number 1.
the card list.
What's number 2?
Watch my spending
Watch
on
my
groceries.
spending on groceries.
And 3?
Donate my time.
Donate my
Right.
time.
Now the next thing we have to do is check what do they say. Why or how would they be able to do it? For example, number 1, use the card list. She would be able to do it if she
Share my car with my partners, class partners. Share my car with my co-worker, my part worker. No. My partner. Okay.
Okay. And she would give it to children. Okay. Next, number 3, donate my time. He would be able to do it if what? What do you think, guys? Want to listen again?
I fix my schedule. I
Fix my schedule. He would give it to
organize my schedule,
organized.
maybe.
organize.
And he will give it to no? What about number 3? Actually, number 2, watch my spending on groceries. She would be able to do it if she all right, let's do it again so we can check more answers.
1. So, what would you sell, if you wanted to give money to charity like the Salwin family?
Well, let's see. If I really wanted to make an effort and, spend less, one thing I would do, is I would definitely cut back on gas. It costs me a fortune every month just to buy gas. So, yeah, it'd be easy if I rode my bike to get places. So, yeah.
And who would you give the money to?
Let's see. Probably to a children's charity. Something to do with kids.
2. So, what would be like the easiest thing to cut back on or give up?
It's terrible how much food I buy in a week and then throw out because I don't have time to cook it, or I'm not paying attention to what I'm buying, and it looks good at the time and then it just gets thrown out later. And that kind of waste makes me really angry. So that would probably be the easiest thing for me to get on top of. If I bought less food. Save that money and give it away, to local schools or something. They always need supplies.
3.
So, what would be the best way to help the homeless, do you think?
Well, actually, I have discussed with people in the past how, giving money is fine, but sometimes it feels like, actually helping is better. So, when I've, volunteered, that feels like doing something real, and it feels much better than, giving $5 to somebody. So, helping out serving food in a food kitchen for the homeless or something like that. And it'd be totally possible to do that if I just organized my schedule.
There, compare your answers. Ask and answer each other to complete this chart, please.
So I'd be able to do it, share the car with coworkers. I give to children's charity.
What? Can you repeat that, please?
Sorry.
Leslie, can you repeat that, please, Leslie?
Share the car with coworkers. And
What?
I'd be able to do it if I share the car with coworkers.
All right, I hear you now.
I give to children's charity. Children's charity.
Okay, continue, guys, please.
To donate to donate my time, serve food in homeless place.
All right, well, let's write your answers. So number 2, donate my time is organize my schedule.
I heard that.
What? 3 times?
No.
Organize my schedule.
Uh-huh.
Organize my schedule to serve food.
Sell
To
food?
serve food to homeless person. No. Serve.
Serve.
Serve in a table.
Homeless people.
Serve.
Yes.
Homeless people.
Okay, and watch my spending on groceries. What do you have for that? Nothing, guys? Okay, so the answer is bought less food and save money. And she would give it to local schools.
Local schools.
And number 1, use the car less, share the car with coworkers. Is incorrect.
Use a bicycle.
Use the bike, yes. Should be able to do it if I use my bike. And she would save on money and she would give it to children's charity. And number 3, donate my time. I'd be able to do it if I organize my schedule. And I'd give to
Homeless person.
Nope. A food kitchen for the homeless. There are your answers. Do you want to listen and check?
1.
Yes, please.
So, what would you sell, if you wanted to give money to charity like the Salwin family?
Well, let's see. If I really wanted to make an effort and, spend less, one thing I would do, is I would definitely cut back on gas. It costs me a fortune every month just to buy gas. So, yeah, it'd be easy if I rode my bike to get places. So, yeah.
And who would you give the money to?
Let's see. Probably to a children's charity. Something to do with kids.
2. So, what would be like the easiest thing to cut back on or give up?
It's terrible how much food I buy in a week and then throw out because I don't have time to cook it, or I'm not paying attention to what I'm buying, and it looks good at the time and then it just gets thrown out later. And that kind of waste makes me really angry. So that would probably be the easiest thing for me to get on top of. If I bought less food. Save that money and give it away, to local schools or something. They always need supplies.
3.
So, what would be the best way to help the homeless, do you think?
Well, actually, I have discussed with people in the past how, like, giving money is fine, but sometimes it feels like, actually helping is better. So, like, when I've, like, volunteered, that feels like doing something real, and it feels much better than, like, giving $5 to somebody. So, helping out serving food in a food kitchen for the homeless or something like that. And it'd be totally possible to do that if I just organized my schedule.
There. Are there any questions?
No.
Number 1, use the car is not used, is rode. Rode my bike places. She would give to a children's charity. And number 3, donate my time is organize my schedule and I give to a food kitchen for the homeless. Number 2, watch my spending on groceries. I'd be able to do it if I bought less food and save money, and I'd give it to local schools. All right, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay.
No, teacher.
Then the next activity is homework. What you need to do is think. Answer this question for yourself. What would you do if you wanted to do something for charity? All right. So just answer these little questions. If I wanted to help, and you write your sentence. I'd be able to do it if and complete the sentence. And I'd give to, and complete the sentence. Now, at least 3. Okay. You don't have to do the complete page, but at least 3.
This activity is in the book, teacher?
You repeat that, please?
This activity is in the book, teacher?
No. What you see in the book is this. This is in the book.
Okay.
So on your notebook,
Okay.
you do this activity with at least 3 examples, okay? And you complete the whole line. I wanted to help I'd be able to do it if and I'd give to number 1, number 2, and number 3. And tomorrow you guys will compare answers, okay?
Teacher,
Okay.
Yes, mister.
will you send that
teacher.
picture on the WhatsApp group?
Sure. And continuous form of condition. This is the grammar extra, page 152. Go ahead, go to page 152.
1.
It's right this. So go ahead and do the homework, please. This will be homework, page 152. And tomorrow we'll check your answers, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
All right, guys. And I will send you this slide as homework as well. Okay, guys. Today was a little bit slow, but how was it for you? Is it still really complicated or are you feeling better?
It's complicated.
A little complicated.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need to do the homework and you need to study the topic because nobody did the homework and nobody studied the topic. And Diana said that she did, but it seems like she was confused, right, Diana?
Yes.
Yes, you need to study the topic again. And I send you the slides, I send you the videos, I send you the worksheets. You're not doing it.
Well,
So
actually, yes.
What?
Only 2. Yesterday, I think 3 for second conditional.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too. I'm watching the videos.
All right, go ahead and watch them again.
Yeah, so
Do
I'm
the-
still getting used to this new vocabulary and the words like the conditionals.
Okay. And tomorrow we'll start the next lesson, okay, guys?
Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, teacher.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow,
Bye,
guys.
See
guys.
you tomorrow,
Bye, teacher.
Thank you.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, guys.